Her relationships have inspired her countless chart hits and kept her Swifties glued to the high-profile hookups for a decade. And with her latest love story, Taylor Swift, 33, has reclaimed her Queen of Romance crown, proudly flaunting her shock liaison with 1975 frontman Matty Healy, 34. Over the last month, the U.S. pop princess and Brit rocker have been publicly showing off their love affair, supporting each other at gigs, parading their PDA in front of the paps and sharing snaps with the in-laws. All this is in stark contrast to Taylor's last relationship, which saw her withdraw from the spotlight for a secretive 6-year romance with actor Joe Alwyn, 32. As rumors of their relationship began to spread last month, sources close to Matty and Taylor revealed they were embracing the public appetite for the coupling. They are both massively proud and excited about this relationship and, unlike Taylor's last one, which was very much kept out of the spotlight, deliberately, she wants to own this romance, and not hide it away, an insider revealed. Mail Online takes a look at how these two very different love stories have played out. Taylor and Matty have been friends since 2014, first meeting when Taylor attended the 1975's concert with her best friend Selena Gomez. Even in the early days of their friendship, Matty was happy to talk about their connection publicly, gushing in an interview with GQ that he found her to be one of the most gracious, hard-working, creatively gifted, and beautiful women that I have had the pleasure to meet. While they kept their romance out of the public eye, Taylor and Joe actually met in a very public setting, the May 2016 Met Gala. Fans speculated about that first meeting, pointing out that the lyrics to Taylor's 2017 song Dress included the lines "flashback to when you met me, your buzzed cut and my hair bleached," which referred to their Met Gala looks. Shaking off the showman's. Taylor's decision to keep her relationship with Joe private seems to have stemmed in part from the backlash she received for the public nature of her romance with actor Tom Hiddleston. Taylor and Tom dated the summer before she met Joe in 2016, shocking fans with their infamous July 4th weekend where Tom was photographed frolicking in the surf with his lover while wearing a I Heart DS vest. While Tom insisted that their relationship wasn't a showmance, it was soon reported that Taylor put the brakes on the relationship after having regrets about how public the first few weeks were and getting the impression that Tom liked the limelight. She moved on to Joe in late 2016, and from the get-go the romance was kept firmly under wraps, with the singer declaring that her relationship with the British hunk isn't up for discussion in the press. She discussed the decision to keep their romance private in her 2020 Netflix documentary Miss Americana, which included rare footage of herself and Joe. The superstar described falling in love with someone who had a really wonderfully normal, balanced, grounded life, and they decided together that we wanted our relationship to be private. Welcome to New York's Pap Parade. Throughout their 6-year relationship, Taylor and Joe never walked the red carpet together. They both attended a handful of high-profile events, including the likes of the 2020 Golden Globes, but chose never to be snapped together. A source previously told Us Weekly of Taylor and Joe, fame factored into their split. Joe is very shy and never liked all the attention that came with dating one of the most popular singers in the world. In stark contrast, Taylor and Matty have already been pictured a string of times over the past month. And while it's still early days for an actual red carpet moment, the couple have turned the NY sidewalk into their own couple's photoshoot. Matty's showman persona and his own experience with fame seem to have rubbed off on Taylor, who was spotted proudly smiling as she walked out of a NY recording studio with her beau this week. Support act. Taylor collaborated with Joe on a number of tracks, welcoming her beau into the songwriting world by allowing him to pen lyrics for her 2020 album, Folklore. Using the pseudonym William Bowery, Joe wrote 2 songs for the Grammy Award-winning album and 3 more songs for Folklore's sister record Evermore. But while Joe hid behind a pseudonym for his collaborative efforts with Taylor, Matty has been much louder and prouder with his support. The frontman has been supporting the anti-hero singer at recent stops on her Eras tour, which kicked off in March, and has been spotted clapping and gyrating in the audience. And has even hopped on stage, opening for Taylor on a number of her tour dates. It's nice to have a friend. Taylor's loyal girl squad pals Gigi Hadid and Lily Aldridge already approve of Matty, no doubt helped by the fact that has actually been part of her friendship circle for years. Gigi was pictured throwing her arms around Matty in a warm embrace while they watched the Love Story hitmaker perform recently. Getting Taylor's inner circle on his side is a huge achievement for Matty, as members of her loyal squad have reportedly unfollowed Joe after their split. Showing off their style. Taylor has been showing her love for Matty for years. Shortly after they first met, she was spotted wearing a 1975 t-shirt while Matt returned the favor by performing in a 1989 album top. More recently, Matty wore the same 1989 t-shirt to watch his now girlfriend perform and sported a hat bearing the name of her 2019 album Lover when leaving her NYC apartment. Meeting her London boys' family. During their romance, Taylor and Joe grew close to one another's families, with Taylor spending an extended period in the UK with Joe and his family during the global pandemic. But while they kept their family meetups secret, Taylor has a very different mother-in-law in Matt's mom Denise Welch, who recently shared a snap of the pair cuddled up. The Loose Women star, 64, beamed broadly as she posed for pictures Taylor while backstage at the 1975 gig in London's O2 in January. Denise couldn't wipe the smile off her face as she penned, "Oh, what a night at a sold-out O2. So proud I can't even begin!" And Matty has met Taylor's loved ones, with the Brit spotted standing next to the blank space singer's father on recent tour dates.